The question I've been carrying this week is, what is the hardest thing about protecting your own boundaries? I sat down thinking I knew where I'd take it. I thought I'd write about the obvious things, the family who step over the line you've drawn, the stranger who pushes in front of you, and the way you let it wash over you even though something in your chest tightens. Those are real, those are hard. But when I sat with it longer, I realised those aren't actually the hardest parts for me. The hardest part is the kind of boundary movement you don't notice while it's happening. The slow stretch, the quiet adjustment, the way you meet someone where they are, just a little, just to make things easier. And then you do it again and again. And a year later, you look up and the line you used to hold is now somewhere completely different. And you can't quite remember when it moved, or who moved it, or why. You just know that the original boundary is so far behind you now that it's unrecognizable, and in the process, somewhere along the way, you stop recognizing yourself too. That's the part that's been on my mind, because it's not dramatic, it's not a moment you can point to. There is no scene, no confrontation, just 1,000 small accommodations made out of love or out of tiredness, or because the environment around you was quietly asking for them. And you obliged, the way most decent people would. And here's the thing I keep getting stuck on. If it's this hard for me as an adult, how am I supposed to teach my kids to protect their own boundaries? How do you model something you're still figuring out? When I sat down to draw this, what came out wasn't what I expected. I drew a little girl sitting inside a circle of stones, plants growing around the edges. I wanted to make sure that the stones weren't a fence. It wasn't supposed to be a wall, it's not fortified. They're just stones, placed gently, a clear edge, a clear boundary, but a soft one. And she's sitting inside it, comfortable, not defending anything, just inside the space she's created. I think that's what I want a boundary to feel like. Not a barricade, not a no, just a quiet, defined space where the version of me I'm trying to be can sit without being slowly pulled out of shape. And I've been thinking, maybe the work is about noticing the break in the line sooner, catching the small moments where you feel yourself stretching to meet someone, and naming what's happening before months go by, before years go by. Because you can't protect something you can't name. You can't put stones around a space you haven't defined. I don't think I have this all figured out yet. I'm not even close. But maybe that's the practice. Not having it figured out, just checking in often enough to notice when something feels icky, and being brave enough to say so, out loud, even if it's only to yourself. And maybe, if I can do that for myself even a little better, I'll also be better at helping my kids do it for themselves too. I'm leaving this one open on purpose. It deserves more time than I've given it. Boundaries aren't really about keeping people out. They're about staying close enough to yourself to notice when you're drifting. If you've ever looked up and realised a line that you used to hold has moved, without you deciding to move it, I'd be curious. What's one small thing you've been quietly accommodating that might be worth naming out loud this week? Hey, thanks so much for watching. When you subscribe, we grow together because hopefully these prompts are helping you too. And I'd love to hear from you in the comments or the community chat. So stop by.